Okay, let's get ready to do our tomahawk steak. I've got a sheet pan, and just to make cleaning up easier, I'm gonna wrap it in aluminum foil. I've got the oven preheating to 225. And then I've got my cast iron little griddle. And I've let our steak warm up to room temperature. And you see this thick layer of fat here and here. I'm just going to trim it down a little. And we're going to keep this because we will render it in a cast iron skillet when we get ready to sear the outside of it. Like I said, this method that we're doing is called a reverse sear. I keep wanting to say steer, but it's sear. So what we're going to do is get the inside done to a medium rare temp, and then we'll let it rest, and then we'll sear the outside. That way you've got a nice hot steak to eat, and it doesn't have to rest again after you sear the outside. Well, we're not going to cut much of this off because I want that on there when we do sear the outside. Now, I've got a compound butter that I'm going to use in just a minute, and what is in it is I've got the butter, some garlic, some rosemary, pepper, a little bit of salt. I don't have a lot of salt in it. There, I think that's all we're going to do with that. And I'm going to rub it down with the butter. Now, you can use any of your favorite steak seasonings. That's up to you. There are many people who swear just by salt and pepper and nothing else on their steak. You do what you want to do. This is the thermometer we're going to be using, and you really need one of these. This one is a leave-in thermometer, so you can tell the temperature throughout the time that it's cooking. And like I said, we're going to preheat the oven to 225, and then we're going to leave this in there until the internal temperature is between 120 and 125. I'm gonna rub my steak down, then I'll stick it in there. Okay, I got me some gloves on so I could rub this down good. Get that butter in all those cracks and crevices, and just let it slowly cook on there, and it's going to be so good. My husband keeps passing by these every time we're in the market together, and he says, one day I'm going to get me one of those. So he doesn't know he's having it tonight. You got to do something special every now and then, right? And he's so good to me. He'll do anything in the world I want. And he deserves that too. We're going to keep an eye on this as it cooks, and it'll probably take right around an hour. We'll see. Okay. Now we're going to stick our thermometer in. And we'll put it in the oven, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, remember the fat that we trimmed off? We're going to go ahead and start to render it down so we can sear our steak in it. Okay, I wanted to show you, I went ahead and pulled our tomahawk steak out, and it's at 125, so we're just going to leave it until the fat renders down, and then we'll sear the outside of it and be ready to serve. Okay, let's get the sear in this big boy. Look at that sear. Okay, y'all, there goes your tomahawk steak with reverse sear technique. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please click the like button and subscribe and share. And don't forget to click the bell so you'll be notified of any future uploads. Thank you and have a blessed evening.